Today we're going to learn how to draw this candle holder, or should I say these candle holders. So it's a simple repeating cross shape. So one piece of acrylic, the second piece of acrylic, crossing over each other with what we call a halving joint in the centre. So we'll learn a little bit about that. So let's just have a look. It's essentially a rectangle shape with a part cut out for the tea light, part cut out at the bottom mainly for decoration, and then a row of 4 holes, then a row of 4 slightly smaller holes, and then 2 holes at the end of that. So let's draw that. So in Fusion, let's do a new file, new design, and first off we're going to import our tea light into it that we've drawn previously as a frame of reference. So it's going to tell me off because I haven't saved this, so I'm going to go ahead and save this first. So File, Save, and I want to put in my tea light projects. And I'm going to call it Crossover with Holes. Okay, so now I can drag the tea light in. And we're going to use the tea light as the frame of reference to draw around. So just while that's coming in, let's go back and remind ourselves of what it looks like. So the overall object is probably 5 times the height of the tea light. So we'll say that's okay for height. Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And I draw my first face. So I switch on my origins. I decide which plane to draw on. I'm going to draw it on this plane. If I can't see the planes, I can always just switch that off temporarily, switch it back on, but I can see the planes. I draw it over here and do a new sketch. Spun it around, so zoom out a little bit. So the tea light is pretty much at the top of the rectangle, and the rest of the material comes below it. So I'm going to start with a rectangle. I normally go for centre point, but I think this time I'm going to go for the 2 point. And as our tea light's nice and in the centre, I'm just going to use these lines as guidance. So I'm going to come from here and go across to here as guidance. In fact, I'm just going to type in 100 and then click tab. And we can just try some different heights, see what feels good. Probably a bit too high, so let's turn it into 150 maybe. Even that looks a bit high, so I'm going to do 100. Okay, enter that. Now at the minute it's kind of in the wrong place, so stop sketch, and I'm going to need to move that down. So right click, move copy. Sketch. I'm going to just move it down, look to the front. I'm going to move that down so it lines up. Okay, that's pretty good to start with. So now let's get a bit of thickness, and we need to give it 3 millimeters of thickness. But if you see from above, it's right on the centre line, so it's important we get this next step right. So when we click Q, extrude, we need 3 mil, but we need it symmetrical, the same distance each side. So now we put in 3. That's actually added 3 both sides, so 3 on each side, so I need to divide that by 2, which is simply 1.5. So I end up with a total of 3. Fantastic. So now let's go review the shape. So the shape cuts down from the top around the tea light, so let's have a go at doing that. So I'm going to select, do a new sketch, select this front face, and then I'm just going to draw the shape that I'm going to cut out. So I'm going to come to sketch, line, I'm going to come from here down to just the edge of the tea light there, and do another line going along, and one more coming back up. And that's the shape we're going to want to cut out. So I click Escape to come out of the line, stop sketch, I'm going to turn my tea light off so I can see what I'm doing. Select the area, press Q, and then just cut that away there. Switch off my origins, and then we can see the T-light just sits nicely in there. Fantastic. Now we need to cut the bottom out, so what does that look like? So it's a slightly wider, slightly shallower shape. So just the same process again. Use sketch there, line tool, and I'm just going to use the grid to help me get a degree of accuracy. Over here, so I want to stop 3 from the end, 1, 2, 3, then come down here, 1 from the end, and that'll do. Escape, stop sketch, Q for press pull. Oops, and go that way. So again, beautifully done. Next thing, I'm trying to add some circles in, so again, sketch, click on the front, take a look at what we're trying to do. So the row of 4, and then slightly smaller 4, then just the 2. So we're going to take advantage of some new features you've not seen before. We'll come up here, and the first thing we do is just going to draw a circle, so center point circle, center diameter circle I should say. Just put it here. Oops. Escape, just do that again with finger trouble. Okay, let's make it a regular size so we know what we're dealing with. Let's make that 10. Okay, now the new tool you've not tried before, rectangular pattern. It's fantastic. So select the object. The object's the circle. How many? We want 4. And the direction is this way. So if we pull out, it's repeating that circle. So we get across to the other side, where it all joins up beautifully. Enter. Now I can stop sketch. I can go ahead and select carefully not the line, but the faces there. So if I press shift, I can do multiples. I can do Q for press pull. It's heading through like that. And then I can then repeat that on the right part. So again, new sketch. You should be knowing how to do this by now, maybe running ahead of me a little bit. Circle, sketch. This time, make it a bit smaller, make the notes a bit smaller, so it's say 7. And you'll remember here, you come and get the rectangular pattern, select the object, select the number of repetitions, click 4, and just drag that over. Oops, not too far. Then here we have it. That second row of circles starting to appear, and we can select shift. I haven't even stopped the sketch this time, I'm still getting here. Still press the Q, still dragging it through. Okay, finally one more set of circles to do. Only 2 this time. So up here, and again circle, centre, up here, let's make it 6, sketch, rectangular pattern. Select the quantity, 2. I could also have told it the distance, but I'm doing that manually. Should move my sketch point out of the way. Lines up here. Again, Q, and the 4 and 3. Okay, so that'll do us for one side. Later we're going to need to cut some material out here to get the 2 to join together. But for now, that's the end of part 1.